talk stream, short talk stream about 9/11, where I was when 9/11 happened. We will talk about that. I'd like to hear where everyone else was when 9/11 happened. I know some of you guys may not even been born yet when 9/11 happened. But I'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll do some comments. We'll do some talking about it. And then I'm going to go to sleep because I'm tired. It's been a long day. And then I had to get ready for my date with Mike. We had another date with Mike today. So that was good. I'm going to get everything together for the stream. It takes a few minutes to get it all together and to get it all worked out. To get it all set up. I can't help that the mic is messed up. I'm going to get headphones on Tuesday, and until Tuesday, if the mic is messed up, I cannot help that. I can either not do any streams, I don't have any headphones, I have nothing, none of my headphones work. So if everything is messed up, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Besides restart the computer. I can restart the computer and see if that helps. But I'm going to continue on with the stream. If the mic is all messed up, then the mic is all messed up. So, okay, put the monetization on. Now we have to go back to YouTube and do all the donations, get that working correctly. Your channel. Give me a chance to get this all set up. Or did I put the things on this one? I don't know. I don't think I did. So it's not on this one. Is it on this one? It's not on this one. I don't know how to do all that. I'll fix it later. I don't know how to fix it like I'm doing something right now. Alright, this is what I want. Copy. Edit video. Why is it not working? Okay. Save. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about eating. So what about resetting the mic? I don't know how to do that. I have just the regular mic, and that's all I have. There's no testing mic on it. I don't know how to do it. If I remove the mic, then I have no mic. So I don't know how you want me to reset it. I don't know. Alright, I turn this part off. There we go. Is that helping? Yeah, I gotta turn this part off, the speakers. So then it should just have one mic. Because that was gonna be, that's the only other thing that I know that would mess up the mic. And I only turn those on. There's no other way. What do you mean? Look at, click the cogwheel. It just says remove or rename performance mode filters, copy filters, properties. Let's look at properties. Change it to this. Is that better? That should be better. Changing it. Okay, I changed it. What other mics do we have? There were controller mic, whatever this thing is, which is the webcam mic, but I changed it to the webcam in the webcam mic, and then there was the keyboard mic. I think I fixed it. There's two mics. There's the mic in the removable webcam that I use for all my streams, because the laptop webcam really sucks. So I use the Logitech webcam. So I changed it to that mic. That mic should be better and pick up more. But the keyboard, the actual laptop webcam mic is probably really bad. So I just changed it. So that should help. Let me change it on everything. Is that also on this too? Let's go to properties. Okay, that's that. Remote play. Make sure it's the same thing. Alright, done. Done. It should be fixed now. It should be fixed for everything. Should be fixed for everything. Okay, now that we have actually 2 people watching, I don't know who the 2 people are, but now that we have a couple people watching, I don't know who wants to watch me talk about 9/11, but we're going to talk for a few minutes. I was at Lindenwood trying to get ready for school, not actually at the university. I was at home trying to get ready to go to Lindenwood, which is about 10-15 minutes away, depending on how fast you drive. I like to drive fast. I can get there in about 10 to 12 minutes, depending on traffic and how fast I like to drive, which is about 80-85 on the highway. Yeah, and get there in about 10 to 12 minutes by my car, whichever car I had during that time. I don't remember. But, so it took me, to get there, 10, 12 minutes. But that time, the first plane had already hit the World Trade Center. I don't think the first building had collapsed yet. But yeah, the first building had hit the World Trade Center. And I'm like looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So I stopped getting ready and started watching the thing. So then I start trying to finish getting ready. And the second plane had hit the World Trade Center. By the time I left or the time I got in the car, the second plane had hit the World Trade Center. And then, of course, I was late to class, which that's not unusual for me to be late to my first class. Sometimes I'm 5 to 10 minutes late. Yes, never forget. Never forget. So I'm late to my first class, which sometimes I'm 5 to 10 minutes late, sometimes 15, sometimes later.
But usually I'm about just a few minutes late, depending on the class. Um, but yeah, I was a little bit late. But, I think that day I was about 20 minutes late. And I think most classrooms had their TVs on and was watching it. That day, yeah, the TV was on and we were watching it and watching what was going on. I'm going to have a water after this. I'm trying not to drink as much salt because those are salty. Or I'll have a meal or something. But yes, let's never forget. But like I said, I am tired, so I'm not going to drag this on all night. So the second one had already hit on the way to class. I don't think any of them had fallen, but by the time my class was over, we had watched both towers fall. And everyone is just solemn, sad, in shock, don't know what to do, don't know if we are at war, what had just happened, what's going on. And I supposedly, have to work. But that afternoon. But where I work at is right across, okay, here's a big mall. We are in a little plaza, I would say, across from the mall. And by then they said they were going to attack malls, they were going to attack all these different places. So the mall is shut down. The mall is closed. They've got cops in the mall. I mean, they've got police cars, and security guards and stuff guarding the mall. And in the mall parking lot. So I go to work, and I'd been going to work like half an hour early, or 20 minutes early, or so. Sometimes early, sometimes later. But I get to work, and they're saying, no, we're not having work today. It won't affect your schedule. You'll still get your time and everything. So I'm like, okay. They better not mess up my time, because if I got like 35 out of 40 hours or something, we got an extra $1 an hour pay or something. I'm like, that better not mess up my 35 hours, because if I don't get my 35 hours in, I don't get my $1 an hour pay. They're like, we'll work something out with you. I'm like, they better, because I don't want to miss my $1 an hour extra raise. And by missing 8 hours or 7 hours or however many hours it was, it messes up your pay. So they're like, we'll work it out. I'm like, okay. And then after then, when we did go to work, we were calling some New York numbers, and the phone lines were all down. All that week, the phone lines was still like all down. They're like, we can't get a hold of this number. This number is not, answering right now. So I don't know if we were calling people that had died, people whose cell phones were like blown up. I don't know who we were calling at that point. We might have been calling the dead victims. I mean, it was just so weird that we're calling all these New York numbers. And it's just like, were they dead? Did they have their cell phones? Because this was 2002. Most people had cell phones in 2002. What's up, Motel Wi-Fi? I'm telling the story about where I was during, the thing, and then trying to go to work. And the work that we did was calling people to set up. I think most of the things that we did was calling people to set them up with a pager back then. Of course, pagers, 20 years later, I don't hear of anyone with a pager. I don't know if doctors and stuff still have pagers and all that, or they just call them on their cell phones now. But 20 years ago, we were calling people to set up them with pagers on our nighttime telemarketing shift. But that whole week, or even longer, it might have been even 2 weeks, we were calling New York numbers. And it was a telemarketing company. I can't remember the name of it. But we went to work that night, and because we worked right beside of a mall, or across from a mall, and they thought they were going to hit all the malls, and I worked in St. Louis County, um, they wouldn't let us go to work that night. And I don't know if we got off 2 nights or if it was just the one night. But I know we got off at least the first night. And then there was a lot more security around there for a while. So we were setting up people to have pagers. Yeah, doctors still use them in certain hospitals. Yeah, I was asked, I don't know if doctors still did or not. In certain hospitals, I guess they do. Because I think you still see them on some of those shows where they get paged, at the fake doctors, on the fake doctor shows, if you see them with pagers. But anyway, I'll get back to my story. But it was just weird. We were calling all those a lot of New York numbers, and we didn't know if they were the victims or they just were numbers that just the service was still down out there in that whole area because it blew so much. Just blowing down the 2 World Trade Centers, it blew so much communications, and all the communications was in the World Trade Centers and all the communication buildings. So I don't know if that was it, or it blew up, or when the World Trade Centers went down, it like took out some cell phone lines or something. I don't know. But there was a lot of people in that area that did not have service. But it was weird because I'm like, are we calling the victims of the 2,000 people that died? And all their cell phones are in those towers and we just can't get a hold of them because they're the victims? Or people just had to leave their cell phones and just run out and just left their cell phones? Or like what happened? It was just weird. Because, it was just weird calling all those numbers and we were getting like things like this person is not in service or this person is not, you can't reach this person. And it was a whole different, it was just a really weird, eerie messages that we kept getting for all the New York numbers. Or a lot of them for a while. It was like a couple weeks. We kept getting all those for the cold calls and stuff. But it was just really weird. But I was trying to get ready for school that morning. And then I was late to class. And then they were showing it in class. And it was just surreal. And then, of course, you saw it over and over and over again on the news. And it's just like, it's one of those things that you want to watch it or you don't want to watch it, but you can't take your eyes off of it. And then I tried to start watching something tonight called Turning Point. I watched the beginning of it, and I want to watch it, but then I got busy getting ready because Mike was coming over for a little bit, and then Mike came over, and then we watched some more of the Major Payne movie and hung out a little bit, and then Mike went home, so I decided to do a little bit of a stream. I'm tired, so I'm going to do a little bit of this stream, and then I'm going to get ready to go to sleep. And maybe I can do some Life is Strange Chapter 2 tomorrow. I was going to do it tonight, but then I got ready for Mike coming over, and then me and Mike hung out. And I don't really want to stream like three hours of Life is Strange because I'm tired. But I will tomorrow. I will find some time to stream the Life is Strange Chapter 2 tomorrow. But yeah, doctors still use pagers. But yeah, that's one of the jobs I used to do was setting up people for pagers. And I can't remember what the day job did. They were setting up people for something. It was you had to be a manager of the company. And then you did something. We set up managers for something. Manager or owner of the company. And we set them up with something. I can't remember now what it was. Mom worked there, I think, for a while, too. But then we got a better job doing something else. I don't know. But that's what I did for a while. Was doing the pagers. And then I was like an alternate next level up where I got to do like the verification ones where I verified the ones that already had set up the pager thing and got all the information. I was like every now and then an alternate to like do the verification. So I trained to do the to verify all the stuff. So I wasn't really like the next supervisor or the next, not really a supervisor, but you know, like the ones that do the verification stuff. Where you call back to verify. Hi, Evie. How are you? Did I fix the sound? I don't know if I fixed the sound or not. Hopefully I did. There's a train. What are you doing RIP for? But yeah, I don't know where everyone else was during 9/11. I mean, some of you guys may not have been born yet. I don't know how old. Well, Pixel is like would have been young. Evie probably would have been young. Maybe you guys were in elementary school or something when it happened. You guys would have been in about elementary school when it happened. Well, to wife maybe the same elementary school. Do you guys remember it was elementary school maybe? Evie says she was in 4th grade. I think Motel Wi-Fi says 6th grade. Okay. The little things on the screen are coming before it comes in the other chat. I don't know about Pixel. Are you and Pixel about the same age, Evie? Or close to the same age? So you guys are probably all in elementary school when it happened. I understand, so... What did you guys think when you guys saw that? Were you guys just like shocked? Like I was. I know I'm a lot older than you guys, but were you guys just like in shock when it happened? It's not really a date night recap. I mean, I talked a little bit about my date. I mean, we're mostly talking about 9/11. I can talk a little bit about my date. We watched a little bit. We watched a lot more of Motel Major Pain, and then we hung out for a little bit. We had some popcorn. I gave him a soda, which he never did really drink it. He said he was going to take it home, so he's going to take it home with him. He took it home with him. He ate. I ate almost all of my popcorn. It gave you anxiety. Yeah, it gave you anxiety. I had a feeling that I hung out with my one boyfriend that night. I think that it happened. And I just knew that we were probably going to go to some kind of a war. And then that's what happened too. Since I didn't have to go to work, I think me and my one boyfriend hung out. And I think I brought him over to my house. I think either my mom was out of town or she was doing something. So I brought him over and we just watched it. We watched some more of that Major Pain movie. Also, Pixel said he was in 6th grade and in class. We watched some more of the Major Pain movie. And hung out and made out or whatever and did some things. And then he was ready to go home. He said he was tired after. So he said he was ready to go straight to sleep. I don't know. Maybe he's like a morning person. I'm a night person. He's a morning person. I don't know. He said he might go to church in the morning. He goes to Lighthouse Church. I mean, my mom's been there before. I haven't been there before. They're one of the ones that gives out free. They're one of the ones that gives out free food. We have about half an hour left of Major Pain, which I may watch the rest of it tonight. I've never seen the uncensored version, so I may watch the rest of it tonight before I go to bed. It usually takes me a little bit of time to fall asleep. Yes, he cuddled some before we made out and did other things. What's up, Pumpkin? I don't want to give too much away. That's kind of private. She talked to him, and she thinks he might be lying about some things, but I don't know. She said he seems nice. I don't know what she thinks he's lying about. He told her that he works at the ice cream place. He told her about his brother having his car. That his brother's on vacation. That he lives with his brother. And that his brother has his car right now. Because his brother's on vacation. His brother's on vacation on, like, I guess, like a week or two vacation. He works at the ice cream plant too. And his brother is on vacation right now. And he went and seen his son in Atlanta, Georgia. So this was date 2 tonight. So his brother had went to Atlanta with Mike's car. His brother had went to Atlanta with Mike's car to go see his son. So that's why Mike doesn't have his car right now. That's why I've had to go and get him and bring him over here. I think if he had his car, he would have came over here. That's why he was saying he was going to relax at home, because he didn't have his car. But I offered to go get him and pick him up and bring him over here. And he doesn't have any money right now because he's also helping out some of his family. His nieces and nephews and different things. So yes, tonight was date 2. We hung out and we watched some of the rest of that movie. No. What do you mean, the raw bar? No, we didn't do that. I don't know what the raw bar means. I think I know what the raw bar means, but no. Did not do anything raw. I don't think she heard us. She was in there, had her TV blasting. Hello, Captain G. It's not a Pentecostal church. It's one of those, like, non-denominational churches, I think. I think that's what Lighthouse is. It's kind of more of a non-denominational church. We had some popcorn and watched some movie. I offered him a Dr. Pepper. I don't eat sushi. And there's not a sushi around here for like an hour or two away, maybe. How's he getting to work? He says he says he has a friend that is taking him to work. How's he getting to church without his car? And how's he going to work while his brother has his car? Well, I don't know how is he getting to church unless he's going with other people. And, well, his brother is getting back sometime tomorrow. Did we play any games like PS5 or anything? No. He at least smoked something because he had like 2 lighters on him. I mean, he was here like an hour and a half or so. I don't know. I mean, that's much better than chances like 10 minutes in and out. My audio is not the best right now. I'm going to eventually get headphones on Tuesday. So, you guys can bitch about my audio all you want to. But I'm pretty sure he says he doesn't do anything, but of course he can lie on his profile just like everybody else does. Let's see. Let's look at his profile. And he is vaccinated, or at least he says he is. He says, are you, he asked if I was first. Then it says, oh, it says he smokes often, drinks socially, but he does not smoke any marijuana. So he does smoke cigarettes. And he drinks socially. Okay, so he does smoke cigarettes, according to his profile. He smelled a little bit like cigarettes or something the first time he was here. But he didn't really smell like the cigarettes today. I don't know if he has all of his teeth. I did offer, say, once we go out a little bit longer, I told him about my YouTube and stuff, so he will eventually talk to you guys, but I don't think it's going to be... I don't have my food stamps right now, Tender, and I don't know when I'm going to get them. I'm having to pay for all my groceries out of pocket right now. I'm trying to get it all set back up again, but until I get my food stamps, I'm not buying a lot of anything, much less energy drinks, out of my pocket. Well, first she said she was half asleep. So then she said, she's saying, what? And then she said, I thought he wasn't coming over. And then I said, yes, I said that. And then I said, now he is coming over. And she said, okay. And then she said that she doesn't like that I'm bringing strangers over that I hardly know. That's what she said. So she really didn't want him to come over. But she was glad that he was actually going to come in and meet her. But she didn't like it that I'm bringing people over that I hardly know. She's trying. She is trying. And then she asked me how I felt about him. And I said, I like him. I told her that I liked him. And I do like him. And it's not like I'm in love with him. And I don't know how, I mean, I don't love him yet. I don't love him yet. I don't know him yet. What did the Wi-Fi say? I know, I hear my audio now. I've showed a photo before. I'm not going to show a photo again. He does have hair. He has short hair. He's got a few pictures. I'm not going to show his profile picture. He used to play basketball. Well, you'll get to see him when he's on camera with me or whatever. No, he doesn't look like Morgan Freeman. He looks like that guy Nate Dogg or whatever that does the scratch videos. If you guys know who that is. He's a little bit darker than Davion. I've already went over this. Yes, like Noel's friend. But he's not retarded like Noel. Yes, he looks like Nate Dogg. That's what he looks like. And I've showed you pictures, Evie. Or Tinder, whatever you want to be called. I thought he had abs because his one picture had abs, but he doesn't have abs at the moment. But he still looks really good. He still looks pretty good. So he does have a picture showing that he has abs, but he doesn't have abs now. I'm not going to play it tonight. I'll play it tomorrow. I was in college when it happened. It's late to my class when it happened because I was trying to get ready and then I was seeing it all on TV while I was trying to get ready. I'm not giving everyone all the juicy details. We watched some more of the Major Payne movie and we got together and some more stuff happened and then I took him home. That's all I'm going to say. Because his brother has his car right now. I don't know what that means, Dran. Can he rap freestyle? I don't know. I'm planning on seeing him again, yes. I don't know. I'm not going to say, Captain G. Not going to say on that either, Dran. He may not have a car at all. I don't know. He might be lying about the car. He says he has a 2014 Chevy Malibu. But I like him. I like spending time with him. We'll see what happens. If he's lying about everything, then maybe it won't continue. But I mean, I do have to pop my knuckles sometimes. I'll take one or two more questions and then I'm going to get ready to end it because I am very tired. I won't answer every question either, so. I'm glowing? Okay. Alright, let's say that. We'll say that I'm glowing. He lives in an apartment close to where my old apartments were. He lives in an apartment supposedly with his brother, close to where my other apartments were, that I lived with my mom in. And his brother's supposed to be back tomorrow. Maybe it's like all the other ones. Maybe his brother stands for his wife. Or girlfriend. But who knows? Maybe his brother is just his brother. It might be a donation one. We'll see what happens. $1 a question. We might do that. $1 a question. We might do that someday and do $1 a question. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and end it here. And I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. I talked a little more about my date. We did a little bit of 9/11 stuff. I hope no one ever forgets 9/11. Today was the 20th anniversary of 9/11. It doesn't seem like it's been 20 years. It doesn't seem like it's been 20 years since I was about to graduate from college. I don't know, Tinder. I don't know. So, it doesn't seem like it's been 20 years, but it has been. Right? Or is it 21 years? No, 20 years. And next year, next May, it'll be 20 years since I graduated from college. Doesn't seem like that either. It doesn't seem like it's almost been 20 years since I graduated from college. No, Pixel, I don't feel like singing. My throat's bothering me a little bit right now. We already said I'd do this stream for about I've already done this stream for about an hour. I don't want to do another stream for another hour. I want to lay down and relax and try to get ready to go to sleep. So, I will see you guys later. I wish everyone peace, love, and happiness. And I'll see you tomorrow for Life is Strange.